Yesterday, we started talking about conflict and how when we have people in our life, conflict will happen from time to time. And we see it in our world, we see it in politics, we see it in our families, we see it in church. And an article I recently read by Carrie Newhoff called Seven Healthy Ways to Resolve Conflict at Church and Work was very helpful to me. And yesterday, we talked about owning our part. That the other person that's in the conflict, rarely is it always their fault, that we play a part in the conflict. Tip number two would be to go direct. Go to the person and talk to them. I know so often this is uncomfortable and we don't like having those hard conversations. We would rather talk about people or or ask someone else to go and talk to them about the issues that you're having with them. Sometimes we get involved in gossip and other things instead of actually going to them. I know as a pastor, sometimes people will come to me and say, "Hey, I'm having a hard time with so and so. Would you go and talk to them and find out what's going on?" And I'll ask the question, "Well, have you talked to them yet? Have you went directly to them?" And most of the time, the answer is no. Carrie Newhoff says often issues are mishandled because we talk about someone rather than to someone. Why talk to people who can't solve the problem? Matthew 18:15 says, "If another believer sins against you, go privately and point out the offense. If the other person listens and confesses, you have won that person back. But if you are unsuccessful, take one or two others with you and go back again, so that everything you say may be confirmed by two or three witnesses." Often we skip verse 15 and we go right to 16. We don't talk to people directly, but Jesus was crystal clear. Talk to the person directly. And if you haven't got the courage to do that, maybe the problem isn't big enough to worry about. So, can I encourage you to have tough conversations, to go direct when conflict arises in your life? I'll see you tomorrow.